Hi! It turns out that your launch has been delayed for a little while due to strong winds. The wind is expected to slow down soon. Meanwhile, let's apply another way to model the shuttle launching system so we can learn more about logical operators. Let's look at SD1. Again, we zoom into shuttle launching. This OPD is like the one we examined previously with a few differences. Let us go through them. First, the process launch complex assembling is connected to launch complex in state not assembled with a new type of link, in-out condition link. It is similar to the instrument condition link, which we have already seen. The difference is that in this case, if the object is not at the state from which the link originates, the linked process is skipped. Otherwise, a change of state takes place. In our case, the state not assembled of launch complex changes to assembled.
Consumption condition link. A link connecting an object or a state to a process, indicating that the object or state is a condition for the occurrence of the connected process. If the object from which the link originates does not exist, or the object is not in the state from which the link originates, then the connected process is skipped. Otherwise, the project executes and consumes the linked object.
Thanks, Hopcat. Now let us look at the next three parallel subprocesses: launch complex checking, weather monitoring, and launch area entry, preventing and monitoring. These remain Boolean objects as before, but their names and states changed. As before, launching requires that the following three conditions are met. Launch complex status is operational, wind speed is less than or equal to 35 km per hour, and launch area status is clear. When we connect two or more condition links using the AND logical operator, suffice it that one of them is not fulfilled for the process to be skipped. Launch delaying requires that one or more of the following conditions is met. Launch complex status has at least one malfunctioning component, wind speed is more than 35 km per hour, and launch area status is disturbed. To express this, we use the OR logical operator. Delaying means we wait some time for the launch conditions to get better. Hence, if launch delaying occurs, we need to repeat the three checks. Therefore, launch delaying is connected to shuttle launching with an invocation link. Launch delaying restarts the entire in-zoomed shuttle launching process. When shuttle launching is restarted, we skipped the first subprocess, launch complex assembling. This is so because launch complex assembling is linked to launch complex at state not assembled with a condition in-out link pair. Since launch complex is already assembled, there is no need to assemble it again, and therefore, as the model expresses, it is skipped. The OPL sentence is: launch complex assembling occurs if launch complex is at state not assembled. Otherwise, launch complex assembling is skipped. If launching was skipped, we can either delay the launch or abort it. Aborting the launch means that the launch time is rescheduled to a later date. Adding the launch aborting process is an opportunity to learn a new logical operator, XOR. Let us add launch aborting as a new subprocess below launch delaying. We want to specify that launch delaying occurs if and only if exactly one of the three conditions above does not hold. To specify this, instead of the OR logical operator, we shall use the exclusive OR, or shortly XOR, logical operator between the three condition links. We change the OR relation around launch delaying to XOR relation. Now the OPL sentence is: launch delaying occurs if exactly one of the following holds. Launch complex status is at least one component malfunctioning, wind speed is greater than 35 kilometers per hour, or launch area status is disturbed. Good. So now we can turn to launch aborting. This process should happen only if at least two conditions for launch are not met. We model this by connecting the same states to the process as we did to launch delaying, but this time we use the OR logical operator instead of the XOR we used before. The OPL sentence is: launch aborting occurs if launch complex status is at least one component malfunctioning, wind speed is greater than 35 kilometers per hour, or launch area status is disturbed. Here, when we use the OR logical relation between the links rather than the XOR one, there is no requirement that exactly one of the three conditions be met. It is either one, two, or all three. But since we use the invocation link from launch delaying to restart the entire in-zoom shuttle launching process, we can only get to the launch aborting process if more than one condition is met, namely only when two or more, which is exactly what we wanted to model. It looks like the wind has finally slowed down, and the go-ahead has been given for launch. Enjoy your time in space.